Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with Exercise for All. Today we're going to be doing some stretching. So recently we've been doing some seated exercises. A couple of weeks ago we did the aerobic workout. But today is all about stretching, not strengthening, stretching, which is basically trying to make your muscles more pliable, which basically means they're easier to move. Okay, so they're a little bit more stretchy and those muscles really do become lengthened. So that will help if you feel like you have a lot of stiffness in your muscles, not so much your joints, but this will help with that, but in your muscles where they feel very, very tight or maybe quite sore sometimes, this will help with that. We're going to work our legs, our arms, our torso, so it's going to be most of the body we're going to work. It's going to be an all body stretch, okay? So I hope you really benefit from this. The first one we're going to do, which I'm sure you're familiar with by now, is our legs, the back of our legs in particular, our hamstring muscles. I know we focused a lot of this on in the newsletter that I've been sending out. So what I want you to do is bring your leg up like so. Now you can sit back in your chair, that's absolutely fine. So bring just one leg up, and the trick with stretching your hamstring muscle is a straight leg, okay? I know that sounds very simple. As soon as you bend your knee, you're not going to be stretching your hamstring muscle at all. So you do need a nice straight leg. So let me just turn my chair to the side so you can see that. Up it comes, okay? If you find it hard to support the weight of your leg, you can rest it on something in front of you like that. That is absolutely fine, it's not cheating. It just means that the weight of your leg is being supported, you can still stretch the muscle. Right, let's get into it. Leg nice and straight, point your toes towards you. And hopefully, you can feel it stretching just here. Now, hold that for at least 10 seconds, okay? You do need to hold these stretches for a certain amount of time to make sure that muscle becomes nice and pliable. Now, this is something that you will need to work on. It won't just happen overnight. And by stretching, like I said, it might just alleviate some of the stiffness associated with that part of the body. So, if you can, actually we're gonna rest that leg. We're gonna do the other one, okay, for 10 seconds as well. And if you can, we are gonna develop that in just a moment, okay? But we'll do that other leg first. So up it comes, toes towards you. You can feel it stretching just in the back of the leg, okay, underneath the knee. Okay, and relax. Right, back to the other leg, the one that we've just done before. Toes towards you, and if you can, now lean forwards. Oh my goodness. So if you just lean forwards a little bit, not too far, you're going to start to feel it even further up, going towards your glutes, okay, towards your bottom. Not that far, but it does go up a little bit further. Okay, so remember, toes coming towards you, straight leg, and lean forwards a little bit if you can. That's really well done. So we'll do that on the other leg. I'm sure you know the routine by now. Leg up, toes towards you, and if you can, just lean forwards a little bit. Okay, so a lot of these stretches are becoming developmental, which basically means that you start off a little bit easier and then you gradually get a little bit harder as you go along. Your brain's communicating with your body, saying it's actually okay to go that little bit further. Okay, and relax. Okay, so that's the legs done just for the moment. Okay, we're going to focus on the side of our body and we're going to just bring one hand up and then lean the opposite way to which the arm you're using, okay? You're going to be stretching this part, okay, the side of your body, just around your obliques, okay, give that a good stretch. So as you're leaning that side, you want to be almost pushing your ribs out that way, okay? Okay, fantastic, and then you should really feel it stretching along there. So you don't just sort of collapse over completely, you want to remain quite rigid. Okay, make sure you maintain that core, that structure that you have. Okay, don't just drop. And you should be feeling it there. Right, let's go to the other side. Up and across. Fantastic. Okay, you only want to hold this one for a couple of seconds. You can then return to your normal position, give yourself a couple of seconds and then go back. Fantastic. And then return. We'll have one more go on that side. Okay, and return. Fantastic, well done. Right, really good work so far. Now we're just going to give our shoulders a bit of loosening them up really, okay, around the joints as well. So just bring them up and round. I know we do this one quite a lot, And it's not so much a stretch, it's a mobiliser. So you're trying to alleviate any stress at the top of the back and the joints. Okay, and that can really affect your posture as well. There can be a lot of tension built up around that area. So just so you can see from the sides, it's up, round the back. Yeah, good work. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way, up, round the front. Good, okay. One more go backwards, and then forwards. Hoping they're starting to feel a little bit looser now, mine are definitely. So it's good to try and include this as part of your daily routine when you wake up in the mornings. Try to do a couple of these mobilisers or stretches, and you should feel a little bit more supple as the day goes on, really, and as you approach the day. Okay, we're going to go back to working our legs, but particularly our calf muscles now, which is a little bit further down, your hamstrings further up. And what I'd like you to do is just to sit a little bit further forward in your chair, okay? Do be careful of this one. I don't want you to come too far forward, but you will need to have enough space, okay, to get your leg right out in front of you like so. And you're going to bring your toes towards you again, okay? But you want to slide your heel away from you. So it's quite a hard one to explain. I'll show it to you from the side, but you should be feeling it in this part of your leg, okay? Not up here, but this part of your leg. So, from the side, that looks like, okay, your heel is planted into the ground, you're bringing your toes towards you, straight leg. We're not leaning forwards, because that will then stretch this part, which is the hamstring again, but it's your calf muscle, okay? So you can keep a nice straight back, toes towards you, and heel, you can see it just moving forwards, okay? That is allowing me to stretch my calf muscle down here, okay? But keep a nice straight back if you can. So you want to hold that position. Again, quite a tight muscle. And then we'll move on to the other one. So I'll just turn around here so you can see. Okay, so heel into the ground, slide it away from you as far as you can, but toes towards you as far as they'll go. There's no point just bringing them up a little bit. You really need to bring your toes as far back, point them as far back as you can, and then you're going to feel it, okay? If you can't feel it, like I said, just try to slide your heel away from you, but do stay on that chair, and then come back, okay? Really well done. Okay, so we're going to move on to another mobiliser, and that is just moving those ankles round. So again, this is something that you can include as part of your daily routine. Do your shoulders, do your ankles when you wake up in the mornings. Really easy to do. Look, you can go clockwise, anti-clockwise. Try to just go in a full circle, okay? Like you're drawing a circle with your toes. That's the feeling you want to go for. Okay, the other one as well. So move that foot right round. And that would just allow you to be that little bit more supple as you start the day, rather than feeling a bit too stiff. Okay, fantastic. Sometimes a little bit harder with your weaker foot. Okay, brilliant work. There we are. So you've done your shoulders and your ankles as a mobiliser. Another joint, another major joint in the body is your knees, okay? So what you can do is actually just do a few leg swings, really easy to do. Okay, swinging like that. Again, something you can do in the morning to stretch those muscles in the back of your legs and allow those knees to be a little bit more lubricated with the synovial fluid. Okay, you do need to make sure that you use your joints in order to lubricate them, otherwise there can be a build-up of fluid. Okay, right, one more stretch for us, and it's going to be working more towards our hip flexor. Bring your knee up and give it a lovely hug. That's all you need to do. Nice and easy, that one. Okay, so let me just show you from the other side as well, on the other leg. Again, hold these stretches for about 10, 12 seconds, 15, even longer if you can. I know it can sometimes feel a little bit boring, but the longer you stretch, the better you'll get at stretching. It's as simple as that. Okay, the more you do it. So bring your knee up, bring it in nice and tight, so you can actually feel just towards your groin area, you can just feel a bit of a stretch, okay? Fantastic. Now, I hope that was quite informal for you, quite an easy way of actually completing those stretches. It can sometimes be quite daunting when you do start to stretch muscles if they feel very, very tight. ease into it slowly and have that developmental approach where you do just a little bit. So for example, if you're just leaning forwards ever so slightly, well then maybe in a couple of days you might be able to lean a bit further forwards. Okay, if any of the stretches do feel too difficult, just do what you can. As long as you can feel the muscle being stretched, then you're doing the stretch, okay? Then you are stretching. So I hope you found some of that useful. Okay, do keep at it, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that might be.